Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. And also, I would like you to look at the screen. There's a website address there that I would like you to visit and you'll be glad you did that. Thank you very much. Nnamdi Kanu reveals those behind proscription of Shiite group. Leader of the indigenous IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has reacted to the proscription of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, IMN, also known as Shiite, by an Abuja court. Kanu said the American Embassy in Nigeria and the British High Commission in Nigeria were to be blamed for government's action. The federal government had obtained a court order to proscribe the Shiite group. Consequently, Abuja Federal High Court on Friday ordered the proscription of IMN following their clashes with security operatives. The Justice Nkonye Mahal-led court designated the activities of IMN organization in parts of Nigeria as acts of terrorism and illegality. Speaking during his Saturday night broadcast in Radio Biafra, Kanu accused the US and British envoys in Nigeria of supporting the Nigerian government by giving wrong information of what is actually happening in the country to their home countries. The IPOB leader said by the declaration of IMN as a terrorist organization with no action taken against the Marodian Fulani Esme who are killing people in a daily basis, the federal government has redefined wickedness and made it a national symbol of identification. Kanu also said those who are quiet over the proscription of Shiite, just as many were when same action was meted against IPOB, should get ready for worse as more of such actions will come. Yeah, you know that when Nnamdi Kanu is talking at times, people just like, what is he saying? But I think it is time people begin to give a second thought with whatever he says, and let's see how it goes. And with what he has said, that a lot of people, having a different reaction towards what he has said. Some people are abusing him, calling him all manner of names and all of that. Someone say, what is the relationship between Ezazaki Shites and Kanu IPOB? This shows that they are all criminals, and that is what made their relationship. It is not true for Shites to claim religion anymore, but association in criminality, and a proved way of dealing with them in the way that is someone's opinion. And these are the things that these people will be talking about. When somebody says something, at least you need to listen, look at the whole thing thoroughly. When you talk of IPOB, what are they agitating for? They're agitating for for them to be on their own as a country, to be a Biafra, to have a Biafra country. Just like he said, if really that this US and UK embassy in Nigeria, they are the one behind it. After all, like this, someone that is talking about relating IPOB and Shai together, asking that what is the relationship that is between them. It's just the same thing what happened in the UK when the UK itself said they want to leave the Europe, they want to leave the EU. So what is wrong with that? And they had a referendum which made them had a decision that they really have to go and live and be on their own as a country. They don't want to be together with the European Union. So this person that is talking, I don't think whether he really understand most of these things. There's nothing wrong if you really want to leave a particular place. But the problem we are having is that they are telling us that there's no referendum in the constitution. So that is where this their senators need to really come in if they are really ready for that. So when you talk of you just prescribe things on people. No one is saying why whether shite is good or whether they have done wrong thing or they are motive or whatever. But the reason why they are protesting, and they've been protesting constantly, is that they want their leader to be released. If the court has ordered or issue an order for the leader to be released, then what is now delaying the whole thing? So that's why I said this person that made this comment, might not really understand how all of these things work, and they are, protesting constantly because the court has ordered them, issue an order for this man to be released. So, and at the end of the day, because you don't want them to protest, I don't know why it has become an offense to protest. And once you protest in this government, the next thing they will just try to frame you up. Okay, if you think that the people are doing the awkward thing, then why are you not following or obeying the court order that say release this man? And that's where the whole problem is coming from. So when we see the truth at times, we don't even need to cover it, and a lot of people are just fond of doing all of these things, which is not going to help us. And that's where we are, see where we are. If someone says something, you need to look at it thoroughly. You don't just, so because you have hatred for somebody, then you just conclude. And someone is like, oh, why is the S-men not proscribed? Are they not first-class terrorists? Don't support evil. Nigeria government is evil. Terrorist government. Why Nigeria people is blind? Nigeria government is blind in killing, in all of these things that are happening. They are just blind to that and all of that. And the people that they are supposed to prescribe, they are not prescribing them. That's what people are talking about. Because when you look at the activities of the people, that are the so-called bandits and all of that, why is it difficult for the government to really fish them out and let us know the people behind it? Because now they say don't tag Fulani Esme. But now who are the people behind it that are constantly causing mayhem and killing people? They are doing it constantly, and those are the people that are supposed to be called terrorists. Then fish them out, let us know them, so that they will be proscribed accordingly. Kanu is speaking with both sides of his mouth. No reasonable person should believe in him. He's just making noise. These are the same people we are talking about. He's making noise that people are talking about, following the court order, relying their protests on what the court has said, that their president or their leader should be released. That is what we are talking about. And someone say, you got it wrong this time. Shais is in connection with Iran, and Iran is facing a serious terrorist case in the world, which is likely to cause mayhem. Okay, if you say they are in connection with Iran, so what of the Fulani Esme that they have declared that they are the fourth dangerous terrorist group in the world? So how do we balance all of those things? If you are accusing A of doing one thing, then you should be able to balance this whole thing. Nobody is taking sides. If you are the kind of treatment you are giving to A, it should be the same treatment you are giving to B. That's what we are talking here. Not that you turn blind eye to some people and you try to face some people. That's why they are talking about this nepotism and all of that, that the government is not being sincere. Nobody is saying that people should do things out of order. That is what we are talking about here. So guys, that is just my own opinion. Someone say, by attacking Britain and United States, why taking refuge in Britain, Nnamdi Kanu is getting to a point where he needs to boot out of Britain. A lot of people will not agree with him, and I know a lot of people, like I said, will be calling him names. At the end of the day, when all this is become, said to be true, all of them they will now be hiding their heads in shame. When somebody has been saying something and at the end of the day it's becoming, coming out to be, what he has been talking about, is you are seeing the reality. When he talks, I'm not a fan of anybody, but you just have to be opened. You have to be open-minded to things. You don't just wave people off. That is what most of the problem we have in this country. Look at everything, in a holistic manner, not because of sentiments and all of that. Nobody is perfect if we want to judge it by that. Okay, if you are talking, okay, Nnamdi, this, what of the government too? Why are they not obeying court order? Because they are the one that made all of these things to linger to this extent. If they had released this man, as at when the court said release this man, I don't think we'll be facing all of this problem back and forth. So guys, that is just my own opinion. Some people believe that what Nnamdi said concerning, trying to accuse the US and British government in Nigeria, that they are the one behind, making the government to take this kind of action. We really need to look at and look thoroughly whether it is true or not. So if you have your own opinion, let's just have what you have in mind and put your comments down in the comment section below. But at the end of the day, we just want a peaceful environment, an enabling environment that will cause peace to happen. And if we have leaders that are not really showing this character, that are not portraying this character, it will be so difficult. Everybody will be taking sides. Everybody will be taking position. This is where I belong. This is where I don't belong. It is the head of the or of the country. It is the leader of the country that will just need to take a step that everybody will just like, oh, we are satisfied with what the government has done. So guys, I would like to hear from you. Put your comments down in the comment section and let's rub minds together. Thank you very much for always listening. Bye.